made today.
Hey everybody, it's David again, and like I said on my last video, I was going to go and post a video with apps that you can download that will help you while you're out on the road. I only have 2 of them that will actually help you. You may be able to find other ones. Now, mind you, these apps are on Androids. I don't know whether they're available on iPhones or not, so you will need to check the App Store on your iPhone to see if they are available. But like I said, both these apps are available on Android, and you can get them for free out of the Android Play Store. And here in a few moments I'll go over those apps and let you know how to navigate them and what they're called and everything. So alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty everybody, these are the apps I was talking about. You have Google Earth on the left hand side and then Trucker Tools on the right hand side. Like I said, both of these are for Android and you can download them both for free. And now Google Earth will take some time because it is fairly large, and the reason why it's so great is because you can go and locate where exactly you're going to be delivering. You can see what's around you to see if you can either park there overnight or how much parking is actually there. As you can tell, it does take a little bit of time to get pulled up and everything, but you can go and get everything situated so that way you can see everything from an overhead view, and it does do the full US and even towards Canada and also Mexico. So depending on where you're going to be going, you can definitely look everything up. Like, I'll just go ahead and get something pulled up. Let's try Colorado Springs, if I can seem to type today. See, they give you a whole bunch of different things as soon as you start typing. Let's go ahead and get Colorado Springs typed in there real quick. There we go, Colorado Springs, Colorado. Gonna go ahead and let that load up real quick. Sorry about the wait, y'all. I'm having to use Wi-Fi on this. This is my emergency cell phone, so I am going and using it on Wi-Fi right now. It'll take some time to load up depending on how new or how old the phone is, and also depending on whether you're connected to Wi-Fi or not. But you can zoom in fairly close. I'm gonna try and get down there quite a bit and give it some time to load up. Like I said, I am using Wi-Fi on this, so bear with me for a few moments. There we go, it's loading up. There we go. So you can get fairly detailed and fairly close on what all is around you, so you know exactly what you're going to be looking at. Now, depending on where you're going to be at will depend on how detailed and whether you have a a street level view. As you can tell, like I said, you can look and see what's overhead. Sorry about that, y'all. And you can see like parking lots and tops of buildings and everything. A little too close. Let's see if the person will go. And what you do is you just drag that little person there, and it'll take you to a a street level view. And there we go. Like I said, depending on where you're at will depend on whether you have a street level view, and you can see the buildings and they'll tell you the streets and everything, and you just twist like that so that way you can go. Now if you want to go somewhere, you just double tap somewhere, it'll zoom in and then it will readjust. So you can definitely use this to go and get up close and street view, so that way you can definitely know what's around you, so that way you're not going into the area completely blind, because sometimes whenever you get your load information, it can go and be pretty inconclusive on exactly what is around there and where you need to turn. So that way if you read a note on there and it's not really making any kind of sense, then you'll be able to go pull up that area and then look and see what they're talking about, and so that way you'll have a better view of what's going on, so that way you're not completely up a creek and have no idea. So that pretty much covers it for Google Earth. You can type in street views and everything, well, street addresses, and then it'll always go and pull up that street. Google Earth is pretty good about where you're going to be placed at when it comes to your addresses. I've never seen it actually go and cover an area whenever you type in an address and give you the wrong address. So that is Google Earth for y'all. Just a quick rundown. Second one that I have on here is called Trucker Tools. Now this one has a lot of neat different things on here. It's made for your company drivers and your owner operators, and I'll just go over the ones that are pretty much that you'll need if you're a company driver. Not too many people that are starting off are going to be owner operators right off the bat, like good example, Hot Jobs. That's going to be used for mainly owner-operators, so that way you can look in your area and see what jobs are available and what loads. Same thing with permits and FITA. Factor invoices, same thing. Also, give me one moment. The cargo insurance. What else is in here? That's pretty much it for your owner-operator portions of the apps. As you can tell, as I'm going through here, it's pretty extensive on what all you can do. You've got your truck stop fuel guide and fuel prices. You have a TransFlow load track. Now that one's an owner-operator as well. It allows you to scan and track your information for your pay if you're an owner-operator. Of course, medical examiners. Also, you have your sales and service locator, your Walmarts, routing and fuel optimizer, message board, and magazine. Now, these two are directly related to the app itself, Trucker Tools, and the magazine itself is called Overdrive, and it's mainly for truckers and everything. And then, of course, message board. So if you have any questions or anything, you can post them there. You have your rest areas, weigh scales, your help section, weather, truck wash locator, because some trucking companies want you to keep their trucks clean. Actually, a lot of them do, and that will allow you to go and keep your truck clean. A lot of them will run you anywhere between $40 to $80 to have your truck and trailer completely washed. And so your trucking company normally will tell you whether they want you to wash your truck and pay for it out of your own pocket, and whether they'll reimburse you or not, or whether they have a contract set up with companies that do the truck washing. Because when you get out on the road, you'll notice a lot of the truck washing companies are owned by the same companies. I think there's anywhere between 5 to 8 of them around, and so we're going to go over a little bit of these real quick for y'all. Like I said, sorry about the wait on here. Alrighty, here we go. Once it decides to completely load up for you, of course you have your fuel network, your nearby truck stops, your TransFlow Express, which is going to be locations at your fuel stops for your paperwork, your CAT and other scales, your DEF retail and bulk dispenser, basically for the DEF fluid is for your exhaust, repair and services, trip pack and UPS, mail services for restaurants, overnight parking, wireless internet, private showers, truck and trailer wash, medical services, and laundry. So it gives you a pretty extensive amount. I'm not going to go into each one of these. I'm just going to go over and let you know what are in each one of them. So it's pretty extensive on the list on your truck stop, so that way you know exactly what's going on. And then, of course, we're going to pull up medical examiners real quick and see what we got in there. As you can see, as it's loading, you've got a nearby and a map view portion on there, so that way you can find locations of doctors and things like that in case you hurt yourself, or in case you need to go to an eye doctor real quick and get another set of contacts or eyeglasses. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that if it'll let me. Looks like it's not, so give me a sec. I'm going to go to the home screen and open this back up. Sorry about that, y'all. Sales and services locator, that's going to be for like repair, tire replacement, towing, things like that. See if it has anything extensive in there for y'all. Alright, so it's just going to be another nearby and view map. It's probably not going to let you, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit home and go back to it. It seems to go pretty quickly. Walmart's probably going to have another location on there. Give me one sec while it loads, and it may not be just a routing information on there. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it does have map information on there. We're going to go ahead and hit home again. It's going to load that up. Fuel and routing optimizer. Yeah, I know I said that backwards. Give me one moment while this loads up. It's probably going to give you, there we go, and select a new route. You can go and select everything. Of course, down here, you see that you have cheapest fuel, directions, and truck stops. Sorry about the blinding light on that, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and hit back, but it's got your local information in there, so that way you can get everything situated. Your rest areas, of course, are going to give you, based off of your location, it's going to give you rest areas, weigh scales. It's going to give same thing, location. A lot of these tools are going to go based off your GPS. So definitely, if you don't keep it on, make sure it's turned on before you use that. Help, of course, if you have any questions about the app, it's going to help you towards that. My account's just going to have your account information. You do have to set up an account with it, so that way it memorizes your information, so that way in case you get a load somewhere that you've been to multiple times, which some companies you do have pretty often, you'll get a load where you go to the same place. And even if it's been a little while, it should still keep that information in there, and so that way you can always, from your newest location, go to that new place. And you'll get pretty familiar on the places that you'll be going and so you'll know whether you've been there more than once just based off the address or the location of it and what you're taking and everything like that. Coupons that you can use in truck stops and fuel stops and things like that. Of course, your axle weight calculator, so that way you can make sure you're not overweight. Now, I wouldn't rely on this totally and 100% because there's never any excuse whenever you get pulled over by a cop and tell them, oh, well, I was using my app to calculate and it said that was good. Always go to your weigh scales, even if you do have to pay for it. 99.9% of the time, your company will reimburse you for them, but it's to make sure that you don't get those tickets because remember, y'all, your driving record is your job. So if your driving record gets bad enough where you get fired or terminated and you try to get another driving job somewhere else, if your driving record's bad enough, they will not hire you. So, but that's a real quick rundown of Overdrive's Trucker Tools apps and how well they can help you. So, like I said, they are free. You can locate them on the Google Store. Just look up Google Earth on the Play Store and download it, and then Trucker Tools, go ahead and download that. Just type in Trucker Tools in the search bar in the Google Play Store, and it'll work perfectly fine for you. So I know a lot of my videos are just pretty dead set on exactly what I'm talking about. I just want to make sure that I'm not interfering with the video. So like I said, those are the apps. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Remember to hit like and subscribe down below, and y'all have a great day. And remember, questions, comments, and requests are very well welcomed. So y'all have a great day, and y'all be safe, and thanks for watching.